Alrighty, welcome to Rough Rider Field. My name is Doug Spencer. My cohort, Dave Ring, is not with me tonight, so you're going to have to bear with me. Solo call of tonight's contest, Sectional Boys Soccer Tournament, where we have the St. Mary's Memorial Rough Riders hosting the Kenton Wildcats. In regular WBL play, Wildcats traveled here to Rough Rider Field, and they lost 2-1. Starting for Kenton, number 1, Nick Anderson. Number 3, Colby Quay. Number 4, Caden Bowling. Number 7, Asher Bridenstine. Number 8, Seth Manns. Number 9, Tristan Spears. Number 12, Connor Deffabaugh. Number 16, Devin Hastings. Number 17, Aiden Wood.
And wearing double zeros in the goal, Brett Rader.
Number 19, KP Miller. And for the St. Mary's Memorial Rough Riders, coached by Coach Josh Hertenstein. Number 1, junior Joey Vanderhorst. Number 2, sophomore Quinn Holtzapple. Number 3, senior Spencer Troglin. Number 7, Adam Tobin. Number 9, senior Preston Wilson. Number 11, senior Ryan Ibrahim. Number 13, junior Kyle Steiniger. Number 16, senior Austin Hertenstein. Number 19, freshman Aiden Jeffries. Number 24, sophomore Easton Kraft. And in the goal, as always, wearing 0, senior Corey Nelson. I believe in WBL season that St. Mary's and Kenton ended up tied for 3rd. St. Mary's had beaten Kenton earlier in the regular season. And all records are out as we're taking a look here at do or die. You win, you advance. You lose, you pack it up, and you go home. So welcome to our broadcast. And we've got 80 minutes of hopefully exciting play. You can see in your upper left-hand screen that we've got a little picture of our Schaff Auto Sales scoreboard that is going to bring you the time and the score. Thank you for all of those who helped pitch in to make tonight's contest possible with tournament play. It takes a little bit of money to bring these on, so I'd like to thank the Wilson family for help making this possible, along with many, many, many others showing your love of soccer, boys and girls, and Rider Nation Station. We greatly appreciate that. Kicked out initially off the kickoff by the Wildcats, leading to a Corey Nelson goal kick. Corey with a beautiful kick on a beautiful night here in St. Mary's. Couldn't ask for better weather. The wind has died down. It's just a perfect temperature as the Riders settle it. Tobin tries to get it to Hertenstein, intercepted by number 4, Caden Bowling. Down the line. Got an advantage for the Wildcats. Troglin trying to stop it, gets past him, goes to number 16, Hastings. But we've got an offsides call 55 seconds into the start of this contest. Spencer Troglin is going to restart with the indirect here for St. Mary's. Spencer also has double duties as he is the kicker for the football team. And he kicks away for the soccer team. 50-50 ball. It is won by Hertenstein. Heads it, misses Joey Vanderhorst, but finally back to Hertenstein. Hertenstein to the right side. Nice vision over to Jeffries on the right side. Jeffries into the middle to Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst up ahead to Tobin. Tobin kicks it and crosses it. Tries to get it to senior Ryan Ibrahim. Gets a foot on it, but it goes up and over. Great vision by number 7, the senior Adam Tobin, to get that ball crossed. And again, got to give credit to Joey Vanderhorst, who made the initial pass to Tobin. Nonetheless, it's a goal kick for Kenton. It's a good one. Won by Kenton, headed up. Strogland working against number 1, and we've got an advantage for number 12. Tried to clear it. Ricochets off St. Mary's player and gathered up by Corey Nelson. So kind of a nice little advantage that Kenton had there is Hertenstein receives a very high punt from Hertenstein, but St. Mary's able to stop any scoring opportunities for Kenton. The freshman Jeffrey slips as he's trying to bring it back from the sideline, controlled by the Wildcats. Got lots of people slipping. We've had a little bit of rain this week, and I had a fog cancellation today, probably some of the thickest fog that I remember in recent times here, and maybe leading to a little bit of a slippery field condition here at Rough Rider Field. Again, thanks to the Wilson family and others who helped make this broadcast a possibility. As we get into tournament play, it has some broadcast fees, and thanks to all those who just appreciate Rider Nation Station bringing the games that we could live during COVID-19 in 2020. And it's been our pleasure. I know I've got a lot of people who live out of state that get a chance to watch Rough Rider soccer, get to watch their grandsons, granddaughters, and that makes it all worth it right there. Each team's still trying to settle in as to what they're doing offensively. Spencer Trogan does a nice job stopping that ball and making number 1 slide out as he thought he was going to continue down the sideline, but Spencer put the brakes on. Jeffries working against the defense. Nice dribbling by the freshman, looking for options with Tobin. He takes it to the corner himself. Back up top to Tobin. Tobin doing a nice job moving away from the ball. Tries to find a pass inside to Holtzapfel, but taken away by the Wildcat defense. Spencer Troglin wants to reverse field position. Finds Hertenstein, who goes back to the middle to Holtzapfel. To Wilson. Wilson to the left side to Kraft. Misidentified him earlier. Know that Easton's dad is watching the game from outside of Rough Rider Field, so thanks for checking in. Cleared out by the Kenton goalie. Throw in for Easton Kraft. Intercepted by the Wildcats. Controlled by Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst puts a left foot on it to Hertenstein. Hertenstein can't get a foot on it and gathered up by the Kenton keeper. Nobody wins that ball there, but flipped ahead after a bounce by Nick Anderson. I know that was mission number 1 for the coaching staff, is to win the 50-50 balls. Steiniger gets a foot, a little back flick to Hertenstein. Hertenstein tries to advance forward. Not enough on it to Tobin, but Steiniger still in control. Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst wanted to fire. It gets blocked off a shin guard. Vanderhorst, the junior, has a very strong foot, very strong left foot. And he's got some distance, and he scored some long goals. Nice slide tackle by Preston Wilson to regain control. Steiniger to Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst slips through and going to be cleared out before it goes out the end line for a throw-in for St. Mary's. Just all of a sudden, Vanderhorst opens free there and had an opportunity. Vanderhorst gets it across. Hertenstein slips, gets back up, fielded by Kenton. Jeffries gets the ball turned around. Takes it back. Nice work by the freshman. Jeffries to Steiniger. Little pinball action. Tries to get inside with Ryan Ibrahim. He just can't get a foot on it. It's going to be cleared out by the Wildcats. Spencer Trogan does a nice job turning that ball around as number 1 goes by him once again. Spencer's shown some nice footwork early on in this contest. Tobin to Jeffries. Jeffries working that right side. He's going to get it turned. Anybody there? There's Hertenstein, fires. Going to be wide right goal kick for the Kenton Wildcats. Keeper Miller is going to restart with the goal kick. As you can see, the picture in the picture, 32-45. No score in this contest yet. We'll tap over to Jeffries. Jeffries to Tobin. To Steiniger. Steiniger working the right side. Nice ball to Tobin. If it stays in, can get it turned. He does. And there is just a good defensive effort before Ryan Ibrahim could get a foot on it once again. Got a little bit of trouble here as Wilson is working against number 1, Anderson. Wilson. Oh, and Anderson's shot just goes left of that far post by inches and going to result in a goal kick for St. Mary's. Prior to that goal kick, we have substitutions, the first substitutions of tonight's contest. Checking in for Coach Josh Hertenstein, number 23, Trey Leatherman, number 33, AJ Daringer. That goal kick's going to just bounce and go out. Throw in by number 16, Hastings. Hastings finds the foot of Trey Leatherman. Nice defensive effort. And number 19, KP Miller, wisely lets it go out as it was last touched by Leatherman. Seth Mans throws it down the sideline. Nice throw. Lots of back and forth action. Nobody's really settled it yet. There's Kraft. Kraft steps up, goes down the left side looking for Steiniger. A little too much, going to roll out. Going to be a throw-in for the Wildcats. 9 minutes in the books in this first half here at Rough Rider Field. Even play thus far. Daringer. Nice body control, nice vision. Goes to the right side to Leatherman. Leatherman was going to dump it off to Steiniger, but loses it. Helped out by his teammate, A.J. Daringer. Now we're going other side. It is onside for Anderson. Anderson's going to fire. It's deflected off the right ankle of Corey Nelson and cleared away by Leatherman, which is going to result in the contest first corner kick. Before that corner kick, check that. We are not going to have a substitution. Referee almost let one slide by there for Andrew Ibrahim to get in on this corner kick opportunity, but then he said, I can't do that. Corner for Kenton. It's a high ball. Dave hates the high balls, but it presented a header opportunity for Kenton that goes up and over the upper 90. Goal kick for St. Mary's. Now, Andrew Ibrahim gets to check in for the Rough Riders. Taking a seat is going to be Kyle Steiniger. Friday at 8 p.m. Corey Nelson will restart with this goal kick. Line drive goal kick. Stepped up by Kenton. Gets it back across midfield. A.J. Daringer gets it turned around. Settled to Wilson. Wilson, nice job reversing the ball to the right side. Up the body of Leatherman off his head. Finds Ibrahim. Ibrahim traps it. Makes a move to the right. Continue right. Sprint is on. Is it going to stay in? It does stay in. Nice job by Ibrahim keeping it in. Gets it across with a rocket, but a nice left foot by Kenton to knock it down. Brings it way back out for the Rough Riders. Leatherman over to Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst tried to go to the back to the middle. Gets picked from behind, and number 12, Diefenball, is on the charge. Spencer Troglin clears it down to Ibrahim, tries to get up. Ibrahim has the leapers. That one was a little too tall for him. That one goes out. A.J. Daringer with the throw in, but we got a lot of substitutions first. We've got 5, 23, and 13 for Kenton. Number 5 is Wyatt Gerlach. Number 13, Trent Yoder. And number 23, Gus Forrester. Number 5, number 13, number 23. Leatherman with a high throw in to Tobin. A couple heads by Kenton, the third head by Kenton, and packed Leatherman with the knee. Vanderhorst tries to chip over to Ibrahim on the right side. Too much. Throw in for the Wildcats. I'd like to thank camera operator, if I hadn't done so already, my apologies, Mark McLean. Mark, appreciate you taking your time to help us bring Rough Rider Boys Soccer to Rider Nation Station. I'd asked a couple folks to help me out with announcing, and I got nobody that wanted to take up the opportunity. Either they didn't want to try to fill in for Dave Shoes, or they didn't want to be associated with me, one of the two. But we'll keep one of those guys nameless. Nick Wilson, thanks for helping me out tonight. I greatly appreciate it. Leatherman with a head. Bounces it down. Going to be cleared out by the Wildcats. Throw in for the Rough Riders, but checking back into the lineup, number 2, Quinn Holtzapple, and checking in for the first time, number 37, Charlie Krebs. Taking a little bit of a respite, number 24, Easton Kraft, and number 1, Joey Vanderhorst. Krebs checks in, and he's going to throw in, controlled by the Wildcats. Wildcats 2-on-5. Spencer Troglin gets a foot in there, gets it away from the Kenton Wildcat. Forward. Nice ball to Tobin. Back to Ibrahim. Tobin wants the ball. Ibrahim loses it. Gets across midfield. There's Wilson. Wilson tries to kick over to Krebs. Krebs with a dangerous pass back into the middle. St. Mary's not looking as crisp as they should this far into the soccer season, but plenty of time to get things straight here. Got a whistle. Infraction is on the Rough Riders, is going to lead to a direct kick at the 25-30 mark for the Wildcats. Ball's up. Spencer Troglin heads it away. Holtzapple working against number 19, KP Miller. And there on the double team is Leatherman, who steals it away, and he's on the roll. Tries to get a directional pass to Tobin down the sideline. Just a little too much, and thwarts that opportunity for the Rough Riders. Kraft and Jeffries back in. Wilson and Krebs will take a seat.
Returning to the lineup for the Rough Riders, number 19, Aiden Jeffries, and number 24, Easton Kraft.
Taking a seat for Kenton, number 1, Nick Anderson. Leatherman tries to receive it. Goes off on him. Once again, throw in for the Wildcats, taken by Trent Yoder. Yoder with a nice ball finds Troglin, who heads it to Daringer. Daringer to Holtzapple. Nice foot by Steiniger to keep it in. Boy, there's a lot of pinballing going on here. And finally settled by the Wildcats. I believe we got a foul on Andrew Ibrahim there, leading to a direct for the Wildcats. Got a little bit of a shoulder and a little extra shove as they were running by, and so the referee right on the spot. Kicks way right. Headed into the middle. Spencer Troglin kicks it away. Holtzapple with the win gets it across midfield. Returned by the Wildcats and controlled by number 12, Defaball. But here's Jeffries on the run. Gets it to the right side to Steiniger. Steiniger had a lot of green. Coach Hertenstein wanted him to use that green. But good defensive hustle by Leatherman. Gets the ball back for St. Mary's. Returning, number 1, Joey Vanderhorst. Number 16, Austin Hertenstein. And checking in for the Wildcats, number 24, Trevor Brown. Number 23, Trey Leatherman will trigger it back in. And Trey's been playing some mighty fantastic defense and winning the 50-50s that come near him. St. Mary's finally gets it to Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst being pushed from behind, uses a nice seal to keep the defense from behind, and kicks it back to Kraft, who kicks it to Nelson. Nelson returns it, and that's going to be sailed out by the Wildcats. Throw in by the flag for Easton Kraft. Rough Riders got a long way to go towards their goal, towards the Wildcat goal. Again, just cannot describe how beautiful an evening it is here in St. Mary's, Ohio, Rough Rider Field. It started off kind of a day of the most thick fog that I can remember for quite some time, canceled school, and turned out to be a beautiful sunny day, afternoon, and it's a great evening. Check us out tomorrow as we bring you Rough Rider football tournament action, where the Rough Riders will be week 3 in Brookville. Check that, Bellbrook. I can't stop saying Brookville. To Bellbrook, last time we were there was 2004, and we will bring you that contest, so check in for that. Rough Riders won in overtime against Franklin 6-0 last Friday. Back here to soccer, getting the ball switched. Fields, Troglin to Holtzapple. Troglin to Jeffries. Over to Kraft. Not real crisp here in the back line. It's going to be Wildcat ball after all of that. Throw in for the Wildcats. You can see there on the Schaff Auto Sales scoreboard that we're approaching the 20:45 mark. No score. Really no shots on goal at this juncture. Holtzapple to Hertenstein on the left side. Back to Holtzapple in the middle. Tobin's winning it. Can't find it. Kicked away by the Wildcats. Received by Leatherman. Leatherman to Steininger. Steininger tries to kick backwards to get it through to no avail. Back to Tobin. Tobin set tied a record in Monday night's contest against Upper Sandusky, and so he is looking to break that if he can get one more goal tonight. I think he tied up with Brennan Brown. Here's Steininger trying to get around the right side, gets it across, and there's a swing and not able to put in, but there's Joey Vanderhorst. Joey's just left side. That was a great setup by Adam Tobin for Joey Vanderhorst there. We got the cross we needed. The first touch we didn't get a good shot on, and gets to Tobin. Instead of Tobin firing that shot, he sets up a wide open Joey Vanderhorst, but the ball gets deflected, goes left side, goal kick for Kenton. Settled by St. Mary's to Hertenstein. Hertenstein going through a couple defenders, swings over to Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst could fire it. He does, but way right goal kick for Kenton.
Win the ball.
Again, tournament play. It's do or die. You win, you move on. You lose, this is it. Miller restarts with the goal kick. Troglin has to kick that ball away, clears it out, throw in for the Wildcats. Throws it down the line, that's just going to go out and be a goal kick for senior Corey Nelson. Swings over to Trey Leatherman. Leatherman's got some green, has some time. Errant pass. That's going to be tracked down by Troglin. Troglin finds Ibrahim right at midfield, trying to settle it down. Nice step up by number 5, Wyatt Gerlach. Tries to get it into the 18, does, but there's Corey Nelson sliding to prevent any scoring opportunity for the Wildcats. Wildcats coached by Jamie Bartlett. Troglan with a real nice ball down to the right side to Hertenstein. Hertenstein, I will say, is making every attempt to win every 50-50, and there was a valiant effort by Hertenstein to do so. Substitution for the Rough Riders. Number 13, Kyle Steiniger returns. Andrew Ibrahim will take a breather, and Austin Hertenstein will restart upon the official signal. There he is. Hertenstein tries to find Steiniger, bounces high off Steiniger, and eventually scooped up by keeper Miller. Nobody wins that ball in the air. Finally settled by Troglan. Takes a bad hop off of Troglan's shin and goes out. Throw in by Kenton. There's Leatherman. Chips up to the 18, but there's a one hop, and Corey Nelson calling off the defense and punting the ball away. Took a while for St. Mary's to finally win that ball, but lots of heart, lots of effort to do so as Hertenstein has a nice ball to the left side, but Ryan, that is, was just too far away before he could get there, and the keeper was able to scoop it up and punt it away. More substitutions. Krebs, Wilson, and Daringer check in. And Coach Jamie Bartlett has a majority of substitutes come in. 6 check in, 6 come out, 5 stay on. And Krebs standing over on the far sideline, waiting for direction to triggered, and there it is from the official. Ibrahim tries to settle it, but it's out before he can get it back in. Advantage for Kenton. Tries to bring it inside to Anderson. Anderson didn't get a good leg on it. Otherwise, that would have been a scoring opportunity for the Wildcats. And the defense and Corey Nelson escape an opportunity. Oh, that should have been a goal kick, but the far official from way, way far is saying that Corey Nelson touched it, or one of the Rough Rider members touched it. So the officials are going to have a little bit of a convo and see what each other saw, but the referee from the far side said he thought he saw a touch, and the other one said absolutely not. So it is going to be a goal kick, and that's the right thing to do. If you've got differing thoughts of what you saw, stop the clock, have the conversation, and make certain that you have it right.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Three Rough Riders there to receive that, and just didn't quite work out. Better communication needed by the Rough Riders. Throw in for the Wildcats, and that's a beautiful throw by number 4, Caden Bowling. Anderson working against Troglan. Troglan doing an excellent job playing a little D against Anderson there. Anderson's had a couple opportunities where he could get on the scoreboard and hasn't yet. St. Mary's trying to get some offense going on their end. Nice ball to the left side. Tobin's got some serious speed. and made Kenton clear that out. Credit to Adam Tobin for being the wheels chasing that thing down. Cleared out, slowly rolls into the 18 for Nelson to pick up and throw to Jeffries. Good vision by the goalkeeper for St. Mary's. Tried to squeeze a pass inside a little too tight. Cleared out by the Wildcats, resulting in a throw-in for St. Mary's. Quinn Holtzapfel checking in. Number 7, Adam Tobin's going to take a quick little breather as he sprinted 40 yards to chase that ball down. Like to see that out of your senior leadership. Joglin with a nice throw. Received with a one-touch by Hertenstein, then kicked out by number 14 for Kenton. So Jeffries with the throw-in. Short little pass to Holtzapfel, back to Jeffries. Jeffries bulldozing through, loses handle of the soccer ball. Nice slide tackle by Preston Wilson. It's going to be last touch by Wilson. Perhaps thought there was a touch. No call for that. Throw in by the Wildcats. That ball was definitely touched. Quinn Holtzapfel uses his body to deflect it out. Throws it inside the middle. A little bit of a dangerous opportunity for St. Mary's. The coaching staff below was a little upset with that call. It was definitely against Kenton, but the referee took away the advantage that St. Mary's had in transition right there. So you hate to see that when you've got that opportunity. Joglin with a beautiful ball, scoring opportunity off the head of Steiniger, or Daringer. Excuse me, that's Daringer. What a beautiful, beautiful free kick by Spencer Joglin that almost made good with a flick off the head by number 33, A.J. Daringer. Everything was beautiful except for it going in. It just bounced into the awaiting hands of the goalkeeper, Miller.
Throwing coming up the crib.
Guys that I talked to, get on the line now.
Hertenstein flying through the air, and he's going to get a call. So right above the arc on the 18, I think, is where they're going to say that foul went. Number 19 wasn't going to help him out with bringing the ball up to him. He wanted to give his teammate plenty of time to get their wall set up and their defensive strategy decided. So this is Steiniger here. We've got a 4-man wall right inside the 18. See what Steiniger's going to do. He puts it up, and it's caught and stopped by the goalkeeper on the far post from us. That was a good ball by Steiniger. Had an opportunity, but thwarted by the Kenton keeper. Anderson working against Wilson. Goes back to the inside. It's going to go off the foot of Wilson. It's going to present a corner kick opportunity for the Wildcats, and this is going to be their second corner kick opportunity. There you can see on your screen, number 3, Colby Quay is going to take the corner for Coach Jamie Bartlett. The ball is up and settled by the Wildcats all the way to the other sideline, gets through and around Hertenstein, puts a foot on it, and it rolls into the waiting hands of goalkeeper Nelson. Nelson with a strong foot, lands about 5 yards past the midfield line. Ryan Ibrahim there to Vanderhorst, back to Ibrahim. Ibrahim looking what opportunities he has with his left foot, tries to find Steiniger, and that ball is going to be cleared out. It's going to go on the left side of the flag. That's I think he called a corner.
Checking back in.
Yeah, he did.
Checking back in for the Wildcats, number 7, Bridenstine. Returning the game for the Rough Riders. Number 7, Tobin, number 12.
Much to the confusion of everybody except one person, it is a corner kick. Yeah, that ball definitely went out on the left side of the flag as we're looking at it. But Vanderhorst with the corner. It's high, it's deep. There's Leatherman. Leatherman deflects it off of a Wildcat defender. That's definitely a corner kick. So a 7:45, that ball deflects out. Going to present another corner kick opportunity for Joey Vanderhorst, wearing number 1, the junior. Good shot of Joey Vanderhorst there. Joey addresses the ball. He puts it up. Nice job by the Wildcats. Leatherman gets a foot on it inside. And we've got a corner again. Wonder what the record is for the most consecutive corners. This is number 3 for Joey Vanderhorst since about a minute ago. Good shot of Joey. Good shot of the Schaff Auto Sales scoreboard. Joey drives this one. Oh, Tobin was way up and just couldn't get it controlled. Nice leap by number 7, Adam Tobin, as he was looking to make his own path on the most goals in a season. And Tobin just couldn't get it controlled with the head. And Tobin, I heard yelling back to the bench, I don't think I've ever jumped that high. Jeffries with a nice job of stepping in, clearing out. A little piece of the head by Tobin to Derringer. Derringer, oh! Looks like there might have been a little bit of a train wreck after Derringer. He wanted a call, got nothing. But Derringer gets a foot on it, and they just had a little too much topspin on that as it bounces away from that far post. That was the best scoring opportunity that we've seen in the first 34 minutes of this contest here at Rough Rider Field. And that was all because of a little piece by Adam Tobin off of his head, making an opportunity for Derringer. Received by Quinn Holtzapple. Brought down by Jeffries. Jeffries advances it to Steiniger. Kyle gets it turned around to Vanderhorst. Nice ball back to Steiniger. Can Steiniger get it turned? Steiniger working against a tough, pesky defense. And he's going to lose it as it's going to be deflected out by St. Mary's. Ball's advanced. Gets around the Rough Rider D. Might be a little extracurricular activity there. There is. That will result in a free kick for the Redskins. It's the Wildcats. It's restarted. There's Holtzapple gets up over his head, but there's Leatherman as backup. Finds Tobin. Derringer over to Tobin, left side. Tobin trying to get around. It's going to be cleared out by the Wildcats. Throw-in opportunity for the Rough Riders. Number 9, Preston Wilson checking back into the contest.
Checking back in for the Wildcats, number 24, Trevor Brown.
Again, thanks to all of you who helped Rider Nation Station out today. We've done all these games so far just to get more eyeballs on the Rider Nation Station and to bring more people wanting to learn about the game of soccer. And so we didn't do any sponsorship for this. We've just been doing it. And then we get into the tournament player like, oh, shoot, we've got fees associated. And there was a little call put out as Tobin tries to get it turned. It's going to present an opportunity for a corner kick again. and working with Coach Wilson and Coach Hertenstein how to do this, and the call to action was put out, and you all have been extremely benevolent to help out Rider Nation Station as we've been bringing you these contests. Vanderhorst to Daringer. Oh, he had the correct angle there, just not enough velocity as it took that bounce, and the goalkeeper was able to get there. That was a beautiful corner and great head by Daringer. Now, there were a couple families that wanted to make certain tonight that this game got broadcast, and greatly appreciate that. I got a new phone just a couple hours before this broadcast, so I'm struggling to find things, so I can't get back to where I need to right now. Maybe at halftime I will, but I definitely want to give a shout out to the Wilson family for calling and making certain that this game was going to be on and that they were going to donate for that to definitely happen. So thank you to the Wilson family and making Rider Nation Station be able to bring this game to you. Leatherman gets it turned. There's Ibrahim who keeps it in. Number 7, Bridenstine, he tries to get it reverse field, but it goes out on the end line. Going to have a goal kick for Corey Nelson. Nelson to midfield. There's Andrew Ibrahim up in the air with a header, trying to flick it ahead to Tobin. Love to see that heart that you're going to get up there and get that ball, that you're going to win it. And that was just displayed by number 12, Andrew Ibrahim. Leatherman. I'll tell you what, Leatherman's been pretty much a defensive wall since he's been in. Love watching the hard, tenacious defense by number 23, Trey Leatherman for St. Mary's. Nice clear out by number 9, the senior Preston Wilson. Just a little too much on that touch by Tobin, but chasing that down, number 1, Joey Vanderhorst. Steininger up to Tobin. Man, that kid is fast. That's all I got to say is he's fast. Adam Tobin making first team all WBL. Congratulations to Adam Tobin. As you can see in the picture-in-picture, you've got the clock, you've got the scoreboard. Gets through. Nobody's there for St. Mary's. That was just a hard skipping pass that St. Mary's could not take advantage of. Nice recovery by Ibrahim as he was beat, as his man was floating by pretty quick, and he returns to steal it away. Takes a deep, not certain if he was trying to get a cross on that or if that was going for the goal, but goes out. Goal kick with 10 seconds to go for Kenton. And that's kicked out of bounds. So that's going to end the first 40 minutes of action here at Rough Rider Field, where St. Mary's is 0, Kenton 0. We're going to take our 10 minutes rest and bring you the second half of action here and see who's going to advance and who's going to pack it up and be done.
I'd like to thank Grand Lake Health Systems and Grand Lake Rehab for providing tonight's game balls. Grand Lake Rehab offers one-to-one hands-on
No, you're not on. Andrew, you're on. Andrew, you're on right outside.
Thank you for tuning back in to Rider Nation Station as we bring you the last 40 minutes. When I say we, it's me, because Dave Ring had to go elsewhere, and the couple of people I asked to work with me were no's. So I dealt with a lot of rejection this week. So sorry that you all have to bear with just a solo commentary, but that's what we have here. And St. Mary's looking to advance, as is Kenton, and it's going to take one goal somehow, some way. It could go after 40 minutes of play. If it's still tied, they'll continue playing until they get somebody with a goal. I want to give a shout out. Love that Rider Nation Station has expanded its coverage to Chicago. Love to give a shout out to the Mattoon family, the Ibrahim family from Chicago, and then also not from Chicago, but let's give a shout out to Eric and Landon Schaff. And I think I saw earlier that BJ Axe is watching from Toledo, Ohio, and Tanisha Leatherman watching from Midwest City, Oklahoma. And that's what keeps us moving here, folks, is being able to keep you connected with relatives, friends, to be able to watch them participate in these sports. So early, we've got a direct kick that is a short direct kick, and Kenton's going to fire it, and it's going to go way over the crossbar. Going to be a goal kick for Corey Nelson. I know when we've done the football games, we've had responses from Hawaii and Italy. That's always fun to see. So just interesting that the technological advancements that have come about that allow us to bring this to you live, and obviously dealing with the COVID rules, allowing for games to be brought to you live. Here we are, and thank you for tuning in. Jeffries gets that ball turned around. He's on the right side, working against two Wildcat defenders. Tries to get it to the middle. He does. A little bit weak, but makes something happen. Ibrahim gets the return, finds Tobin. Tobin can't control it, but there's Hertenstein. Wilson steps up to Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst gets it to Jeffries to the right side, getting a little bit of distance. It's going to be kicked out. Ibrahim will throw in for St. Mary's. That's a high throw into Tobin. Tobin gets it off his head, tries to find Steiniger. There's still Tobin. Tobin still in the middle, dribbles, and gathered up by keeper Miller. Nice punt by the Kenton goalkeeper. Finds Anderson on the run. Anderson slips. We talked early on at the start of the broadcast that we had a lot of the players that were slipping, and didn't see too much out of it after the start of the first half, and we just saw Anderson go down. So we'll have to see what type of field condition plays in the evolution of this game, as Tobin's off to the races. Just runs out of a little bit of steam to put a full foot on it, and makes the goalie dive down and just scoop up that shot by Tobin. St. Mary's come out strong offensively here from the start of the first half. Droglin thought maybe we were going to get a souvenir ball, Mark, but just not enough distance for us. Throw in, bounces twice, goes over the top of the heads of the players. 19 dribbling in. Nice job by Troglin to head that and thwart any type of opportunity for the Wildcats. Joey Vanderhorst finally brings that ball out. Ball goes through Tobin, goes through the Wildcat player. Nice win by Andrew Ibrahim to get his head on that and send it back the other way. Again, it's do or die. You win, you move on. You lose, season's over. Left side, Anderson fires it, and it's blocked by Nelson, dropped on by Nelson. Great goalie work by Corey Nelson, and that opportunity by the Wildcats number 1, Nick Anderson. Got an infraction on the Wildcats, which is going to lead to a Spencer Troglin direct kick. I think we're going to see a high ball and try to get a Tobin or an Ibrahim head on this. It's a direct ball into the hands of the keeper, who sees something. He throws it. That one heck of a throw. Troglin gets up in the air, but it's one-on-one. Has a nice pass. Ooh, just Anderson could not get it to Miller, as Miller was wide open. He had beaten our defense, and that's going to be a Wildcat corner kick, first corner kick of the second half. St. Mary's escaped a dangerous situation, and that all was preempted by the Kenton Wildcat goalkeeper heaving the ball by arm past midfield. What a beautiful, beautiful arm. Corner kick header goes over the crossbar. Goal kick for Corey Nelson. Gotta love that we've got some viewers down south in Florida, and then we're going to go to Puerto Rico. Ty, how you doing? Last touch by the Wildcats. Throw in for the Rough Riders. Looks like Jeffries with that throw in. Going low to get that is Andrew Ibrahim. Advantage for the Wildcats, but there, Spencer Troglin displaying his set of wheels that he has. Great recovery by number 3, Spencer Troglin, to take away that advantage that the Wildcats had going down the left-hand side. But it presents another corner kick opportunity for the Kenton Wildcats. Number 3, Colby Quay, with the corner responsibility for Coach Jamie Bartlett's Wildcats. He puts it up. Headed down into the ground. Joey Vanderhorst trying to outrun. Actually, that's just outsmart Colby Quay, who came back in from the corner kick. Well done, number 1. Throw in by Spears. Spears with a lob up. Settled by Tobin. Tobin tries to get around number 9, brings it back inside, finds Daringer. Daringer tries to shot, finds Steiniger. Steiniger is finally going to be cleared by the Wildcats. Couple opportunities there for St. Mary's. That throw in, very interesting. The flag kept the ball in for St. Mary's off that throw in. Steiniger tries to get it turned around, gets it picked. And there's Wilson to step up and bail out the Rough Riders. Daringer goes left side to Steiniger. Steiniger gets it back into the middle, headed away by the Wildcats. Nice defense by Miller for the Wildcats. Wilson steps up at midfield, goes to the right side. Little ball reversal for the Rough Riders to Jeffries. Jeffries to the middle to Spencer Troglin, who reverses left side to Quinn Holtzapple. Quinn to Steiniger. And cleared out by Spears for the Wildcats. Trigger man for the Rough Riders is going to be Steiniger to Joey Vanderhorst. Nice line drive to Tobin from Holtzapple. It's going to clear out to the right side. Goal kick for the Wildcats. Checking in for the Wildcats, number 24, Trevor Brown. Again, thanks to that Chicago Martin, the Mattoon family, and the Ibrahim family for checking in a Rider Nation station. Appreciate that. Through ball for Daringer. Daringer to the right side. He's got Tobin on the left if he can get it over. Tries to get it to the middle. Nobody there. Good run by Tobin. Settled by number 2, Holtzapfel on the left side. Tries to find back to Vanderhorst, but intercepted by the Wildcats, and then intercepted by Troglin, who's off to the races. Troglin can stop on a dime better than anybody I've seen. A lot of green for Holtzapfel on the left side. Deflected out by number 3. Holtzapfel is going to get a throw in, but first we got substitutions. Ryan Ibrahim checks in. Easton Kraft checks in. Charlie Krebs checks in. And number 23, Trey Leatherman checks in for the Rough Riders.
Number 11, Ryan Ibrahim. Number 23, Trey Leatherman. Number 24, Easton Kraft. And number 37.
Well, we've had one whale of a soccer game right here at Rough Rider Field as Ibrahim gets the ball turned around the left foot. A little bit of funk on that, but goes far right to Krebs. Krebs trying to settle it. Gets back to the middle. Off the backside of the Kenton Wildcat player. Krebs gets back up, gets a pass. Hertenstein to Vanderhorst, and just can't be controlled by the Riders in that offensive set. Lots of feet. And Joey not giving up. Nice job by number 1. Gets it to the sideline to Ryan Ibrahim, who keeps it in. Drops it back to Easton Kraft. Kraft with a nice hooking ball. Tries to get it to Tobin off the pass from Hertenstein. And here's Trevor Brown, who just checked in. And Quinn Holtzapfel just has a deep drop to Corey Nelson. Handling is the call against... Actually, initially it was against the Wildcats, but then it was a result of a Rough Rider player that touched the ball, and the referee said, we're going to go the other way. So to restart off the handling call is Asher Bridenstine for Coach Jamie Bartlett's Wildcats. He puts it up. That's a nice looking ball. Gets behind the Rough Rider D. There's Miller. Miller goes to the middle, and getting a foot on it was Brown, but he was wide right, going to be a goal kick for St. Mary's. That was a close opportunity for the Wildcats. Back into the game, number 8, Seth Mans for Kenton. Hertenstein. Nice lead ball to Steiniger. Might be a little too much. Steiniger is there. Headed away by the Wildcats, but there's Hertenstein. Finds Krebs to the right side. Krebs gets it back in the middle, but one hopped into the awaiting hands of the Kenton goalkeeper. Vanderhorst. Good vision, finds Steiniger. Steiniger back to Krebs. Krebs to the middle of the field. Hertenstein tries to find Steiniger on the right side. Kicked away by the Wildcats. But there's Krebs with a lot of hustle, keeping the ball towards the 18. And it's going to be last touch by the Wildcats. Give credit to Charlie Krebs for keeping that ball alive for St. Mary's. Steiniger working the right side against 2 Kenton defenders. Settled by Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst fires as soon as it drops, but it's going to be wide left. 14, Aaron Mott, and 11, Kyle Kirk check in for the Wildcats. As you see in the picture up in your upper left-hand screen, 25 and a half minutes to go in this contest. It's still zeros, but somebody will win this contest. After 80 minutes, if it's still tied, we'll put more time up, and if we have to, we'll go to the shootout. Going to be goal kick after that situation for the Wildcats. Number 33, A.J. Deringer is checking back in. He had a couple scoring opportunities early in this first portion of the second half, but thus far, nobody's able to put it in the back of the net. 0-0 is a score here at Rough Rider Field. I'm Doug Spencer. Flying solo tonight as my compadre Dave Ring was unavailable to help and desperately missing Dave. Hopefully Dave's checking in, listening to a little bit and watching a little bit of the broadcast. Missing a whale of a game in person, Dave. Hopefully you're checking it out on Rider Nation Station. Deringer settles that ball. Nice job off the goal kick to Leatherman. Leatherman inside to Steininger. Steininger fires it wide to the right. Goal kick for the Wildcats. So St. Mary's is getting some scoring opportunities, not getting the most solid shot off, but there have been a decent amount of opportunities to try to make something happen. As Dave and I have talked about oftentimes, get that ball towards the goal and see what can happen. Adam Tobin checks back in. Kyle Steininger is going to take a little bit of a breather. Holtzapfel does a nice job of getting that ball back to Nelson, being chased down by Brown, Trevor Brown. But the Riders are on the attack. Right side, Tobin. Tobin doing some nice dribbling. Drops back to Holtzapfel. Holtzapfel to Easton Kraft. Doesn't control it, goes out. That's one you got to have. Did a nice job working the ball from the right side back to the left side and made the defense adjust, but just didn't get that ball trapped and lost an opportunity there. Vanderhorst tries to get a through ball to Deringer. Deringer somehow comes back up with it. A lot of heart in that kid, number 33. He's going to make things happen. Last touch by the Wildcats. Checking back in for the Rough Riders, number 19, Aiden Jeffries. Jeffries throws it down to the corner to Deringer. Deringer gets a goal kick. He tried to flick it off the Wildcat player down on the end line, and it goes out on St. Mary. No, they reverse it. They reverse it, and heading back to the corner, number 1, Joey Vanderhorst. Goal! Trey Leatherman comes in from the right side and kind of sneaks by everybody, including myself. There you see Trey Leatherman was up on the scoreboard. St. Mary's is able to crack through here and get that first goal at the 22:03 mark off the corner kick by Joey Vanderhorst. That was I kind of lost Leatherman, and then all of a sudden I'm watching that ball go in the back of the net. Nice job, number 23, Trey Leatherman. All right, Dave always talks about that FIFA minute you got to get by after you score a goal, and the Wildcats are hoping for that opportunity. Good talk by Troglin to Krebs. There's a through ball for the Wildcats, but there's a speedster. There's got to be a foul of pulling Spencer Troglin. Rough Rider coaching staff is not happy at all. That was pretty blatant.
putting the Rough Riders on top 1-0. Receiving the corner kick from Joey Vanderhorst, finishing with the header to the back of the net. Number 23, Trey Leatherman.
Hopefully the public address announcer. Tobin gets fouled in the box. Yes. At the 21:05 mark, it is called as Tobin gets taken down in the box. He has a PK. Most importantly, he has the opportunity to expand the lead for the Rough Riders. As a side note, this could be the record-breaking goal for number 7, senior Adam Tobin. But again, most importantly, is putting a little more separation for the Rough Riders at the 21:05 mark. Coach Jamie Bartlett does not agree with the call. So here we go. Number 7, Adam Tobin. Tobin. And he does it, folks. He expands the lead to 2-0. He expands the lead to 2-0, and that is a record-breaking goal right there for the senior, the speedster, the guy that knows how to put it in the back of the net. Adam Tobin.
The all-time school record.
Tobin.
Career goals, Adam Tobin.
Public addresser announcer Lance Ibrahim just makes the announcement for the fans, denoting that that goal was record-breaking. Career goals for Adam Tobin, 46. That's his 46th goal. And it increases the lead for the Rough Riders 2-0. 21:01 mark. We got a little bit of confusion. There was a whistle that was blown for a yellow card, and the offense thought that it was, or the Wildcats thought that it was an opportunity for the kickoff. And Kyle Steiniger did what you do. You play the whistle, and he got the ball, but it was a yellow card going towards the coach for arguing about that PK call. Again, 2-0, as you can see on the picture-in-picture Schaff Auto Sales scoreboard. Big turn of events, and they come at the 22:03 mark off the corner kick of Joey Vanderhorst, who finds Trey Leatherman on the far side, who heads that ball in for the first goal. And then just about a minute later, at the 21:01 mark, from the PK, Adam Tobin expands that lead to 2-0, and making certain that wasn't a call in the box there, and gets his 46th career goal, which puts him atop all by himself on the record board. Congratulations, Adam Tobin. Still a lot of time here, 20 minutes. We saw what 4 minutes and some change can do when we broadcast the game against Ottawa Glandorf. So the Rough Riders have to keep playing smart, intelligent soccer here. And the Wildcats are trying to turn things around quickly to get the momentum back on to their side. Nice up by number 11, Ryan Ibrahim. Love to see that. Kid's tall and lanky to begin with. Got good hops, and he gets up and heads that ball away. Nice offensive possession there, getting the ball down the line. Kicked out by the Wildcats. We're going to have a throw in. Checking out is number 7, Adam Tobin. Throw in, Kyle Steiniger. Steiniger trying to find Ryan Ibrahim. Taken away by the Wildcats. Vanderhorst gets his foot in there. Ooh, there's a head-to-head contact. Head-to-head contact. Nothing blatant there, just both going for the ball. All righty. Two hard hits there that result in a little stoppage of play.
Checking in for the injured player for the Wildcats, number 10, Jason Dyer. Also checking in for the Wildcats, number 12, Connor Deckelbaugh.
So as you can see on the scoreboard on your upper left-hand corner, 18:53, St. Mary's leading 2-0. And Holtzapfel fires the ball away, bounces out of the goalie's hands, and he catches it again, punts it away. He's got a nice, strong leg, that's for certain. Miller takes a deep shot, but off the back of Preston Wilson. But there's another shot wide right.
Hard shot wide of the frame, untouched, results in a goal kick for the Rough Riders.
Nelson with the goal kick for the Rough Riders. Nice job by A.J. Daringer to get in there to try to win that ball, challenging the Wildcats. Holtzapfel steps in, kicks it down across midfield, settled by Joey Vanderhorst. Over to Andrew Ibrahim. Ibrahim trying to cross over to Steininger. Steininger gets a head on it, trying to get to Jeffries. That was a thing of beauty, just didn't get it into the back of the net. But watching that develop from the right side was a thing of beauty. Throw in by Kenton. Miller working against Kraft. And then gets picked up by Troglin. Troglin giving him fits. Troglin not able to turn it around and keep it in. Nice job. Nice hustle by number 3, Spencer Troglin. Been saying that all night tonight. Good job, number 3, Spencer Troglin. Spencer again keeps it. They said that he was out when he kicked it back in, excuse me. Good hustle, good heart by number 3, Spencer Troglin. Presents a corner kick opportunity for number 1, Nick Anderson.
Pick up a man! Playing baseball?
Miller flying through the air, brings down Hertenstein and one of his own teammates. Eventually goes out on the Rough Riders. Jeffries was calling for the ball on the left-hand side. They're just unable to get it to him. Oh, there's a slip, and he's able to control the ball. He bulldozes through. Jeffries. Get one more touch. Can't get it. Goal kick. Jeffries was making the play for the corner kick. Referees were having nothing to do with that. Krebs checks back in. Number 23, Trey Leatherman, who had the first goal to 22:03 mark, checks back in. And number 7, Adam Tobin, who had the last goal at the 21:01 mark off a PK, checks back in for Coach Josh Hertenstein. Wilson does a nice job with the left foot to bring that back in. A little more than probably shoulder to shoulder, but it's playing on. Ibrahim tries to get a nice through ball to Aiden Jeffries. Curved a little too much away from Jeffries, but the thought was fantastic by number 12, Andrew Ibrahim. Nice extension of the leg by Hertenstein to stop that ball from going through. Rough Riders playing with a lot of heart and determination. They do not want their season to end. They're up 2-0, 14-15 to go. But a lot can happen in that amount of time on the soccer pitch. KP Miller on the left side working against Troglin. Troglin tries to slide tackle, fires a rocket, but denied by Corey Nelson. Anderson, lots of trickery, goes nowhere. There's Andrew Ibrahim flying through the air to take that ball away from the Wildcat forward, and we're going to get a call against St. Mary's about 3 yards outside of the 18. Anderson's ready to take the kick. And as Dave has taught us, you really don't have to ask for the 10, nor do you have to wait. Anderson working against that 3-man wall. He goes down on the ground with it. Sniffing that out was Andrew Ibrahim, number 12, and he just punches it out. Corner kick for the Wildcats. Number 3, number 7, and number 16, that would be Quay, Bridenstine, and Hastings check in for Coach Jamie Bartlett's Wildcats. Quay at the corner per usual for the Wildcats on corner opportunities. He kicks, he puts it up in the middle, and it's going to be stopped by Leatherman. Leatherman tries to clear it away, and it goes out. Nice clear by Leatherman. And that was last touch by the Wildcats. Steiniger wants to check back in, but finally gets the attention of the official. So Steiniger's coming back on, as is Ryan Ibrahim, and as is Quinn Holtz-Apple.
Hey, water. Where's Austin's water?
Finally settled by the Wildcats. Anderson using his body to shield off Wilson. Tries to drop off to number 7, guarded by number 1, Joey Vanderhorst. And the end result is Steiniger at midfield gets the ball and flicks ahead to Tobin. Tobin working against 17. Needs some people coming down to the weak side. Makes the pass to Vanderhorst. Cannot connect. Joey and Tobin's do not. And with a slide tackle from about 10 yards, Trey Leatherman. That was pretty awesome, Trey. Krebs. Nice pass to Ryan Ibrahim. Ryan down the field to the left side. Gets across. Oh, trouble. There's Steiniger. The goalie came way out to the 18, but St. Mary's is still on the attack. Nice little ball by Krebs to Tobin. Tobin just really couldn't get a flick in the angle that it was coming down, and results in a throw for the keeper for Kenton. KP Miller and Trey Leatherman collide against each other. Bartlett wanted a call, didn't get it. There's just two people heading the just opposite direction that led to that collision. And Miller is working against Wilson. Wilson with a beautiful slide tackle. I believe, yes, he's going to get called for an infraction inside of the box. Boy, from here in real time, it looked like just a well-executed slide tackle to push that ball away. But the situation that we're in at the 9:45 mark is Corey Nelson is going to be tested once again in a PK situation by KP Miller. I've seen Corey deny a situation like this earlier in the year. Let's see if he can do it once again. Here we go. Miller versus Nelson. Wide right. Way wide right by number 19, KP Miller. St. Mary's escapes that dangerous opportunity for the Wildcats to bring it 2-1. Instead, it stays 2-0. Nice by Corey Nelson. Nice step up by Abraham. Just misses, and nice hustle by Charlie Krebs. Confusion as to who it was last touched by. Finally, the Wildcats get the ball and throw it. It's going to be out on the Wildcats. Krebs, nice throw to Tobin. Tobin can't control it. But there's Wilson with a nice header all the way back to Tobin's. Tobin's trying to get around, and he does. Splits through a couple, makes a pass to the right side to Ibrahim. Ibrahim's going to try to bring it back. Ibrahim gets a high ball. It's going to be deflected. It is not deflected out. It's going to be a goal kick for the Wildcats. Returning for the Rough Riders, number 24, Easton Kraft, and number 19, Aiden Jeffries.
Also returning for the Rough Riders, number 16, Austin Hertenstein.
Let's go.
Miller with the restart with the goal kick. Won by Hertenstein with the header back to Tobin. All righty, so we've got Holtzapfel, who did get up and win that ball, but they said that he climbed the ladder of the back of the Wildcat player, and they're going to call another foul on St. Mary's. We got a stoppage of the clock at the 7:10 mark.
Hey, water.
This one's going to be a scoring opportunity for the Wildcats. No matter what, this official marks off the 10. So I believe Bridenstine is going to take the direct for the Wildcats. Three-man wall to deal with. He fires right into Corey Nelson. Nelson did not even have to move. So the score remains 2-0. Those scores came at the 22:03 mark in the second half. Trey Leatherman heads it into the back of the net off of a corner kick opportunity by Joey Vanderhorst. There's Joey Vanderhorst, and he kicks left. And then 1 minute and 2 seconds later, we've got the second goal for the Rough Riders coming off of a PK by Adam Tobin to extend the lead 2-0. And again, that goal for Adam Tobin was a record-breaking goal as it put him on top of the record board all by himself for career goals. Fired by number 12 and denied by Corey Nelson. That was a great strike by Connor Defaball, but unbelievable hands and save by Corey Nelson. Throw opportunity for Kenton. 12 takes a shot again. Denied off the back of Ibrahim or Jeffries, I believe. Under 6 minutes. Under 6 minutes. St. Mary's gets a call where it looks like Ibrahim maybe got another hit on the noggin. Spencer Troglin will restart for the Rough Riders. Short little pass to Jeffries at midfield. Jeffries tries to get it down to the top of the box, does not find a Rough Rider player, so it's kicked out by the Wildcats. Throw in Ryan Ibrahim. Joey, ooh! That was a hard kick into the head of number 3. It was a rocket. He rebounds pretty darn well from that. All righty. Still got stoppage of play at the 4:55 mark. Since they stopped the clock for him, I believe he's talking with the official. So it was a hard kick by Ryan Ibrahim that found the face of a Wildcat player. Play stopped at the 4:55 mark. All righty. So he gets to stay on the field. They're going to restart. Drop it to the goalie. Goalie fires it. Finds KP Miller. KP Miller top of the box, but working against Hertenstein. Hertenstein gets that ball turned around and finds Joey Vanderhorst. Joey to Steiniger. Steiniger flicks behind him, trying to recover it, but it's got to be pooched away by number 17, Aiden Wood. Nice hustle and smart play by the Rough Riders. Steiniger keeps the ball in. Steiniger pushes ahead to Tobin. And we're going to get a corner kick with 4 minutes to go. Joey Vanderhorst is going to have another corner kick opportunity. Looking like this might be the 7th opportunity for corner kicks for Joey Vanderhorst. And this is where the first goal came from, was a corner kick. Vanderhorst to Leatherman. Vanderhorst lifts it up. Nice job by KP Miller to get that ball away, but still not over. Steiniger almost snuck it in, but good goalie work by the Wildcats keeper. Jeffries to restart with the throw. 3:30 to go. Jeffries brings it back towards Tobin. Tobin can't control it. Goal kick for the Wildcats. Hertenstein, nice step up off that rocket and heads it toward Tobin, over Tobin's head, and going to be scooped up by the keeper and punted away. Nice job, Austin Hertenstein, number 16, displaying his senior leadership. He's a captain. He's going to win every ball in the middle there. Steiniger trying to find Ibrahim. Ibrahim puts enough pressure on to make an errant pass from the Wildcats. Jeffrey steps in. Going to be last touch by the Wildcats, allowing 3 substitutions for Coach Jamie Bartlett. Checking back in, number 24, Trevor Brown. Number 8, Seth Mans. (2-0) is the lead for the Rough Riders. 2:22 is the time remaining here at Rough Rider Field. St. Mary's doing a nice job getting to every ball. As we mentioned, it's do or die. You win, you advance. You lose, you're done. The hustle, the heart, the desire has definitely been elevated in this contest, especially in the second half, and resulting in very positive things for Coach Josh Hertenstein's Rough Riders as they extend their season by at least one more game. Hopefully they can continue to play with this heart and this desire and this execution that has been on display tonight. Steiniger strikes again, wide left of frame.
Just to the left of the frame. Goal kick, Wildcats. Checking back in for the Wildcats, number 11, Kyle Kirk, and number 13, Trent Yoder.
Hertenstein's just been everywhere at midfield and receiving throws, punts, goal kicks. I mean, everywhere. And there's just no slowing down by the 11 that are on the pitch for the Rough Riders, no matter what 11's out there. And that's what it's going to take to continue to make this run here in postseason play. Got an injury. Clock's still running. Talking to Ryan Ibrahim. And we're going to just watch it tick down for the last 10 seconds. Well, now we finally stop the clock with 12 seconds to go. Again, as I started off the broadcast, really want to show Rider Nation Station's token of appreciation to the viewers. Call was put out by the coaches for any help as far as donations for bringing this broadcast to you, and just a very benevolent community that we live in, and thank everybody for their contributions, their kind words, letting us know that they're able to watch boys soccer, girls soccer, football, and I did get a donation and a shout out to broadcast swimming. If we can figure out a way to do it, we'll try to get that done. So St. Mary's is going to move on. They have won 2-0. The recap at the 22:03 mark. Trey Leatherman with a header to the back of the net on a goal kick by Joey Vanderhorst to allow St. Mary's to strike first and have the momentum on their side. And then 1:02 later, off of a PK, Adam Tobin scores, and he takes the sole possession of career goals with 46 for the St. Mary's boys soccer record board. We will be back here at Rough Rider Field Saturday. It's my understanding it's a 5 p.m. start time now instead of the original 3 p.m. start time. So we'll bring the girls soccer versus Bryan. And tomorrow night we will have the St. Mary's Bellbrook Week 3 playoff game. So tune in tomorrow night as we bring to you Rough Rider football. As always, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a supporter of Rider Nation Station, and we'll see you soon. Good night.
Scoring his 46th goal of his career, breaking the all-time Rough Rider career.